강현TV 시청자 여러분 안녕하십니까. 강현TV에 오신 것을 환영합니다. 오늘은 3월 27일 금요일입니다. 오전 4시 21분입니다. 이번 시간은 구약성경을 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. 출애굽기 11장 1절부터 영어성경으로 읽어보겠습니다. And the Lord said unto Moses, Yet will I bring one plague more upon Pharaoh and upon Egypt. Afterwards he will let you go hence. When he shall let you go, he shall surely thrust you out hence altogether. Speak now in the ears of the people, and let every man borrow of his neighbor, and every woman of her neighbor, jewels of silver and jewels of gold. And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians. Moreover, the man Moses was very great in the land of Egypt, in the sight of Pharaoh's servants, and in the sight of the people. And Moses said, Thus says the Lord, about midnight will I go out into the midst of Egypt. And all the firstborn in the land of Egypt shall die, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sitteth upon his throne, even unto the firstborn of the maid servant that is behind the mill, and all the firstborn of beasts. And there shall be a great cry throughout all the land of Egypt, such as there was none like it, nor shall be like it any more. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against a man or beast, that he may know how that the Lord does put the difference between the Egyptians and Israel. And all these the servants shall come down unto me, and bow down themselves unto me, saying, Get thee out, and all the people that follow thee. And after that I will go out. And he went out from Pharaoh in a great anger. A great anger. And the Lord said unto Moses, Pharaoh shall not hearken unto you, that my wonders may be multiplied in the land of Egypt. And Moses and Aaron did all these wonders before Pharaoh, and the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, so that he would not let the children of Israel go out of his land. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the years to you. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, In the 10th day of this month they shall take to them every man a lamb, according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an hour, an house. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your account for the lamb. Your lamb shall be without blemish May of the first year, he shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats, and he shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month, and the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening, and they shall take of the bird and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper door post of the houses wherein they shall eat it, and they shall eat the portion tonight roast with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. It not of it law, nor soothen it all with water, but roast with fire his head with his legs and with the part nonce thereof, and he shall let nothing of it remain until the morning, and the which remains of it until the morning he shall burn with fire, and thus shall ye eat it with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your step in your hand, and ye shall eat it in haste. It is the road as a Passover. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both men and beasts, and against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am the Lord, and the blood shall be to you for token upon the houses where ye are, and when I see the blood I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smite the land of Egypt. And this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and ye shall keep it a feast to the Lord throughout your generations. Ye shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever. 7 days shall eat unleavened the bread, even at the first day ye shall put away leaven out of your houses, for whosoever eat so leavened bread from the first day until the 7th day, that soul shall be cut off from. And in the first day there shall be an holy convocation, and in the 7th day there shall be an holy convocation to you. No manner of work shall be done in them, save that which every man must eat, that only may be done of you. And he shall observe the feast of unleavened bread, for in this same day I brought your armies out of the land of Egypt. Therefore shall ye observe this day in your generations by an ordinance forever. In the first month, on the 14th day of the month at even, ye shall eat unleavened bread until the 1 and 20th day of the month at even. 7 days shall there be no leaven found in your houses, for whosoever eat so that which is leaven, even that soul shall be cut from the congregation of Israel, whether he be a stranger or born in the land. You shall eat nothing leavened in all your habitations, shall ye eat unleavened bread. Then Moses called for all the elders of Israel and said unto them, Draw out and take you all according to your families, and kill the Passover. And ye shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in the blood that it is in the basin, and strike the lintel and the two side posts with the border that is in the basin, and none of you shall go out at the door of his house until the morning. For the Lord will pass through to smite to Egyptians, and when he sees the blood upon the lion tail and on the two side posts, the Lord will pass over the door and will not suffer the destroyer to come in unto your house to smite you. And ye shall observe this thing for an ordinance to the and to the sons forever. And it shall come to pass when ye be come to the land which the Lord will give you according as he has promised, that ye shall keep this service. And it shall come to pass when your children shall say unto you, What mean ye by this service? That ye shall say, It is the sacrifice of the Lord's Passover, who passed over the houses of the children of Israel in Egypt, when he smote the Egyptians and delivered our houses, and the people brought the head and worshipped. And the children of Israel went away and did as the Lord had commanded Moses and Aaron, so did they. And they came to pass that in midnight the Lord smote all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sat on his throne unto the firstborn of the captive that was in the donkey and all the firstborn of cattle. And the Pharaoh was up in the night, he and all his servants and all the Egyptians, and there was a great cry in Egypt, for there was not a house where there was not one dead. And he called Moses and Aaron by night and said, Rise up and get you forth from among my people, both ye and the children of Israel, and go serve the Lord as ye have said. Also take your flocks and your herd song, as ye have said, and be calm, and bless me also. And the Egyptians were urgent upon the people that they might send them out of the land in haste, for they said, We be all dead men. And the people took the before it was driven, they were leading through, being bound up in their crosses upon their shoulders. And the children of Israel did according to the word of Moses, and they borrowed of the Egyptians jewels of silver and jewels of gold and raiment. And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they went unto them such things as they required, and they spoiled the Egyptians. And the children of Israel journeyed from remes죠. to so cotton about 600,000 ton put that we are men beside the children. And mix the multitude went up also with them, and flocks and herds, even very much cattle, and they bake the unripened cakes of the dough with the brought birds out of Egypt, for it was not ripened, because they were thrust out of Egypt and could not tarry, neither had they prepared for themselves any victual. Now the sojourning of the children of Israel who dwelt in Egypt was 430 years, and they came to Pesa as the end of the 430 years. Even the same day it came to Pesa, that all the hosts of the road went out from the land of Egypt. It is a night to be must observe until the road for bring in them out from the land of Egypt. This is the night of the road to be observed of all the children of Israel and their generations. And the Lord said unto Moses and Aaron, this is the worthy announce of the Passover. There shall no stranger eat thereof, but it remains a servant that is bought for money. When the Lord has circumcised him, then shall he eat thereof. A foreigner and an hired servant shall not eat thereof. In one house shall it be eaten. Thou shalt not carry forth out of the flesh of the Lord out of the house, neither shall he break a bone thereof. All the generations of Israel shall keep it, and when a stranger shall sojourn with thee, and will keep the Passover to the Lord, let all his males be circumcised, and then let him come near and keep it, and he shall be as one that is born in the land, for no uncircumcised person shall eat thereof. One law shall be to him that is homeborn, and unto the stranger that sojourns among you. Thus did all the children of Israel as the Lord commanded Moses and Aaron, so did they. And it came to pass the self-same day that the Lord did bring the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt by their armies. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, sanctify unto me, or the firstborn whatsoever upon us, the womb among the children of Israel, both of man and of beast, it is mine. And Moses said unto the people, remember this day in which ye came out from Egypt, out of the house of bondage, for by strength and hand the Lord brought you out from this place. There shall no leavened bread be eaten. This day came ye out in the month Abib, And it shall be when the Lord shall bring thee into the land of Canaan, and the Hittites, and the Amorites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, which he sware unto thy fathers to give thee, land flowing with milk and honey, that thou shalt keep this service in this month. 7 days thou shalt eat unleavened bread, and in the seventh day shall be a feast to the Lord. Unleavened bread shall be eaten 7 days, and there shall no leavened bread be seen with thee, neither shall there be leavened sin with thee in all thy cultures. And thou shalt shew thy son in that day, saying, This is done because of that which the Lord did unto me when I came forth out of Egypt. And it shall be for a sign unto thee upon thine hand, and for a memorial between thine eyes, that the Lord's law may be in thy mouth. For with a strong hand his truth brought thee out of Egypt. Thou shalt therefore keep this ordinance in his season from year to year. And it shall be when the Lord shall bring thee into the land of Canaan, as he sware unto thee, and to thy fathers, and shall give it there, keep it there. That thou shalt set apart to the door to open the matrix, and every first ring that comes of his visit his males shall be rooted, and every first ring upon his thou shalt redeem with lamp, and if thou wilt not redeem it, then thou shalt break his neck, and or the firstborn of men among thy children shalt thou redeem. And it shall be when thy son asks thee in time to come, saying, What is this? That thou shalt say unto him, By strength of hand the Lord brought us out from Egypt, from the house of bondage. And it came to pass when Pharaoh had already let us go, that the Lord slew all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both the firstborn of man and the firstborn of beast. Therefore I sacrificed to the Lord all that opens the matrix, being males, but all firstborn of my children I lead him. And it shall be for a token upon a sign hand, and for a prone to let's between thine eyes, for by strength of hand the Lord brought us forth out of Egypt. And it came to pass when Pharaoh had let the people go, that God led them not as through the way of the land of the Philistines, although that was near, for God said, Lest Pharaoh answer the people repent when they see war, and they return to Egypt. But God led the people about through the way of the wilderness of the Red Sea, and the children of Israel went up her need out of the land of Egypt. And Moses took upon own son of Joseph with him for history to one of the children of Israel, saying, God will surely visit you, and he shall carry up my bones away hence with you. And they took their journey from Sukkot and camped in Edom in the sea of the wilderness. And the Lord went to before them by day in a pillar of a cloud to lead them the way, and by night in a pillar of fire to give them right to go by day and night. He took not away the pillar of the cloud by day, nor the pillar of fire by night from before the people. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel that they turn and camp before he wrote between Migdol and the sea over against Baal Sibon, before it shall ye camp by the sea. For Pharaoh will say of the children of Israel, they are entangled in the land. The wilderness has shut them in, and I will harden Pharaoh's heart that he shall follow after them, and I will be honored upon Pharaoh and upon all his host, that the Egyptians may know that I am the Lord. And they did so. And it was told the king of Egypt that the people heard, and the heart of Pharaoh and of his servants was turned against the people. And they said, Why have we done this, that we have let Israel go from serving us? And he made ready his chariot and took his people with him, and he took 600,000 chariots and all the chariots of Egypt, and kept tents over every one of them. And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and he pursued after the children of Israel, and the children of Israel went out with on high hand. But the Egyptians pursued after them all the horses and the of Pharaoh and his horsemen and his army, and overtook them in camping beside he wrote before Baal Sibon. And when Pharaoh drew nigh, the children of Israel lifted their eyes, and behold, the Egyptians marched after them, and they were sore afraid. And the children of Israel cried out unto the Lord. And they said unto Moses, Because there were no graves in Egypt, hast thou taken us away to die in the wilderness? Wherefore hast thou dealt thus with us to carry us forth out of Egypt? Is not this the words that we did tell thee in Egypt, saying, Let us run that we may serve the Egyptians? For it had been better for us to serve the Egyptians than that we should die in the wilderness. And Moses said unto the people, Fear ye not, stand still and see the celebration of the Lord, which he will show to you today. For Egyptians whom ye have seen today, ye shall see them again no more for year. Forever. The Lord shall fight for you, and he shall hold your peace. And the Lord said unto Moses, wherefore cry sit thou unto me, speak unto the children of Israel, that they go forward. But if thy rod and stretch out in hand over the sea, and divided, and the children of Israel shall go on dry ground through the midst of the sea. And I will harden the hearts of the Egyptians, and they shall follow them, and I will get me honor upon Pharaoh and upon all his host, upon his chariots, and upon his horsemen. And the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord, when I have gotten me honor upon Pharaoh, upon his chariots, and upon his horsemen. And the angel of God, which went before the camp of Israel, moved and went behind them, and the pillar of the cloud went from before their face, and stood behind them, and he came between the camp of the Egyptians and the camp of Israel, and it was cold and darkness to them, but it gave light by night to these, so that the one came not near the other all the night. And Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the road caused the sea to go back by a strong east wind or that night, and made the sea dry land, and the waters were divided. And the children of Israel went into the midst of the sea upon the dry ground, and the waters were unto them on their right hand and on their left. And the Egyptians pursued and went in after them to the midst of the sea, even all Pharaoh's houses, his chariots, and his horsemen. And he came to pass that in the morning, was the Lord looked upon the host of the Egyptians through the pillar of fire and of the crowd, and troubled the host of the Egyptians, and took up their chariot wheels, that they drove them heavily, so that the Egyptians said, let us flee from the face of Israel, for the Lord fighting for them against the Egyptians. And the Lord said unto Moses, stretch out thine hand over the sea, that waters may come again upon the Egyptians, upon their chariots, and upon their horsemen. And Moses stretched first his hand over the sea, and the sea returned to his strength when the morning appeared, and the Egyptians fled against it, and the Lord overthrew the Egyptians in the midst of the sea, and the waters returned and covered the chariots and the horsemen and all the host of Pharaoh. They came into the sea after them. There remained not so much as one of them. But the children of Israel walked upon dry land in the midst of the sea, and the waters were over unto them on the right hand and on the left. Thus the Lord saved Israel that day out of the hand of the Egyptians, and Israel saw the Egyptians dead upon the sea shore. And Israel saw that a great work which the Lord did upon the Egyptians, and the people feared the Lord and believed the Lord and his servant Moses. 출애굽기 14장 31절까지 읽어봤습니다. 뒤에 15장은 다음 시간에 계속해서 읽어보겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 안녕히 계십시오.